United States, our responsibility is to the stability and the security of the region. That means being able to support, yes, Israel in its defensive capacities, right, in its ability in that context. But it also means that the United States has a responsibility to ensure accountability to human rights, to prevent the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, and to ensure that horrors do not happen in the names of victims who do not want their tragedy used to justify further violence and injustice.
Right.
Beautifully said.
All right, so now we know exactly what Hamas's spokesperson would want you to know. Not that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is one of those, but if she was, would what she said be any different? We are now starting to see the American media and their Democrats start to make their move towards the, should Israel be going so hard here? Maybe they should just allow people to be butchered, and maybe if they step back a little bit, it will never happen again. It's a stupid narrative, but it is a narrative that is pushed regularly by stupid people. Often, people who have a lot of stupidity and a lot of clout, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez clearly has both of those things. Someone who is not stupid, but is maybe evil, would be Andrea Mitchell of MSNBC. She is a well-known slurper of anything on the Democratic side of the aisle, so the love affair with Hamas might be right up her alley. Listen to what this absolutely terrible person, because she's not stupid, I don't want to call her an idiot, but she's not stupid. Listen to what this terrible person has to say to a mother, that's right, a mother who has her children in the custody of Hamas. Listen to what she has to say to that mother as she raises those issues. Listen to what this person says to a mother who has their children in the custody of Hamas.
I'm sure you want them to be with people they know so that they're not alone there. But what are your feelings about the attacks against Gaza right now?
I'm sure your kids don't want to be alone in the grips of terrorists who are going to kill them. By the way, what do you think about how Israel is going to attack Hamas now? If this woman had blown up on Andrea Mitchell, it would have been completely justified. The fact that Andrea Mitchell is still on the air tells you all you need to know about MSNBC. She should be fired for this.
How can the government...
say, look, you're looking for a symmetrical situation, and I must say it isn't. If you were dealing with a war who is between two countries, countries don't take children hostages. I'm sorry. It's against the laws of war. It's against humanity. It's against anything that we all believe in. Every time we had missiles shot at us, I used to say to my children that they should be sympathetic towards the children of Gaza because they suffer a lot more than they do. I'm not sure I still believe in it now. And I must say the only worry I have now from the bombings in Gaza is the fact that my children are there.
A completely reasonable position by someone in insurmountable grief and suffering greatly. And Andrea Mitchell sits there like a stone-faced bitch and really has no sympathy to offer this mother at all. And it is unbelievable. And you're about to listen to how this mother tried to rationalize working with the people of Gaza, the Palestinians, giving them opportunities, and how they rewarded her for that.
I can't be sympathetic anymore. I can't be sympathetic to animal human beings. Well, they're not really human beings, who came into my house, broke everything, stole everything, took my children from their bedrooms and took them to the Gaza Strip. Israel never done that and will never do. So there is no symmetry. I'm sorry.
Do you want the government...
I'm sorry for being so emotional.
Do you want the government to put the top priority on getting the hostages out?
Two stupid questions in a row. Of course that's what she would prefer. They're her children.
Before they retaliate.
I want my government to put it on the first priority, and I want the world to put it on first priority. I think any mother in the world should try and imagine her children under that situation and then think again. That's all I want. I want the world to ask them to release children, to release elderlies, to release the civilians they took. There is no reason to hold them there. They are not soldiers, they are not part of the war, and they have nothing to do with it. We gave them work permits. We really believed that this was the way to move their economy, to reconnect these two so-called countries. This is not the way a country behaves. This is the way that a terror organization behaves. I'm sorry.
It's exactly what they are, and Andrea Mitchell is an unfeeling monster. And there's a reason why they cut away and took Andrea Mitchell off the screen. It's because she looks so terrible here. And you know what's funny about this? I'm not a big fan of Chris Cuomo. But I want you to look at how he handled someone with Hamas as he was trying to talk to them. This is what you need more of. Cuomo's over there right now. He's disgraced and all this other stuff. Great. But just watch what he did.
To be clear, for those of you saying, oh, you were going to talk to Hamas and then you didn't because you're biased, please, all right? No, or be quiet, all right? Here is the video of Osama Hamdan, the main spokesperson for Hamas. Dusty, show what happened. He was watching the show.
I will give you 1 minute.
He was saying, I don't like the studio. I thought we were going to be on.
Thank you. No, you didn't told me that the situation will be like this. I will leave. Thank you very much.
So, he decided to walk away, and I'll tell you why. You don't have to be a mind reader. He didn't want to have to follow the reality of the pain that his organization has caused. Hamas is a terror organization.
Think about this for a second. Chris Cuomo's the good guy here. Chris Cuomo's the guy telling the truth. Chris Cuomo is the guy who's laying it on the line there. Well, Andrea Mitchell sits in the studio and asks a mother, so, what do you think about the bombing going on where your kids are? Again, Chris Cuomo is embarrassing is what he is. But Andrea Mitchell still has a job today. And I don't call for firings all that often. It happens sometimes. I don't really call for it all that often. Andrea Mitchell should be fired.